Hi guys, so like most of you guys, I've got a big pile of opportunity and the main reason I've got so many boxes, especially unopened ones, is because I had lots of ideas on projects I want to do with them. And obviously most of these are like Warhammer miniatures, and the reason obviously I love these so much is because they're so highly detailed and they just look fantastic, and they do a whole range of miniatures from sort of like knight looking miniatures to obviously space marines, Nurgles, all kinds of creatures, xenomorphs, all that kind of wonderful stuff. And yeah, so my main reason for having so many is because I see them online or see them at local game shops and think, oh yeah, I could do a diorama with those, or I could do a bit of kit bashing with those. And then I buy them, but then I get distracted by other projects and other things going on. And then before you know it, you've got lots of unopened boxes. So this month of November, you'll have seen if you've been watching the last few videos, I'm doing a video every day where I'm going to go through something and yeah, I'm going to get it painted. There might be a few 3D printed bits in there as well, just because I can't help myself. But yeah, I am really making a good effort to go through these boxes and start painting them. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. There's quite a few things here. I had plans for them, never quite got around to doing it. So today's video is going to be about this Leviathan Siege Dreadnought, as yeah, I just love the look of this. Nice, big, chunky, obviously some good weapons there. And yeah, I do like robots. So yes, I had plans for this. Again, this project probably could have started this about a year and a half ago. That's how long this box has been sitting, well, on a shelf, in a cupboard, in a drawer, wherever. So yeah, all the bits in here. I was quite surprised on just how many sort of components went into making this this chap up. Yeah, I really didn't think it'd be this amount, but in a way, this has been more fun making him than I kind of previously thought. So I kind of thought he'd be in, I don't know, maybe a dozen pieces, but as you can see, yeah, far more than a dozen. So this is almost sort of reminds me of kind of like an Airfix kit, as there certainly are a lot of components to it, and this isn't a quick sort of 5-minute build, which I say in a way, yeah, it kind of surprised me, but in a good way, as it was nice to, well, have something to sort of put together. So yeah, this guy, so I've got a few plans on how I wanted to sort of make him, and it was just a case of sort of putting them all together. But the great thing is, this guy is very, well, he's very poseable. I did have plans of basically, I thought I was going to have to like chop it up. But yeah, because it all sort of is in small parts, he does have sort of bendable knees and arms and kind of the rest of it, which is really good. And even his waist sort of swivels and can be angled, which again, say for me, making this little diorama made it so much easier because yeah, I thought I was going to be chopping this thing up left, right and centre. So yeah, for the base, again, so I 3D printed several of these bases, and for some reason they all failed. Yeah, no idea why. I know the temperature has dropped here in the UK a bit, so it may be that, or it may be, well, saying that, I did actually just recently change the FEP after doing several of these, because I kind of thought that might be the reason. So yeah, so because it is broken, that's fine. So you're going to use it, it's not worth throwing it away. And it just sort of makes for, well, a different kind of base that looks like, well, part of it's been cut out. So as you can see, yeah, I'm filling it with, well, funny enough, some filler. Well, good old grout. I love this stuff. Really cheap. Dries like cement, and covers everything really well. So the one I've got is it's quite wet, which is kind of good in a way, because it does then mean I can use it as kind of glue for my basing. And for that, I've just got some very fine sand. Basically this is going to all get covered with sort of like fake grass eventually, but obviously it's good to have a good base to it. So yeah, bit of fake sand over the grout. Yeah, job done, nice and simple. So say it is weird that I have so many projects or so many things I want to do, and I think that's half the problem sometimes with this hobby, kind of getting carried away with too many ideas, and then getting distracted when you get another idea. So yeah, so this month, I must admit, I'm really pleased I've done this. I've been wanting to do like a video every day for a whole month, and I'm really pleased I'm doing it now, because it does mean I am making a good effort to get through and, well, start getting through this pile of opportunity and making all these wonderful little dioramas and little jobs that I've had planned for ages. I'm sure I'm not alone on this, but yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. Do you get distracted easily? Is that why you have a pile of opportunity as well? Or are you sort of like having, well, buying loads of miniatures for an actual game? So that's the thing, with all the miniatures and box sets that I've got, only about 10% of all the boxes I've got are miniatures that I'd actually sort of use and play. Obviously, the only two main games that I play are Hero Quest, well, D&D, and Kill Team. So yeah, they're the two main ones that I play. So most of the boxes I've got are, well, they're not really related to that. Obviously, there's a ton of sort of Warhammer stuff. Got some Age of Sigmar stuff. And then, yeah, a few other boxes of bits and pieces. So to say, this guy, yeah, posing him was so much easier than I thought. I really thought this was going to be, yeah, a hatchet job and cutting and shunting and all the rest of it. But yeah, the fact that he can pose really well made this so much easier. Obviously 3D printed a hand there because this chap didn't come with a hand, and I really wanted one. So yeah, a bit of damage. This little Dremel tool, so easy, so good to making sort of damages here and there. Obviously the plastic cuts really easy, which is good because this really is a cheap sort of knockoff Dremel kind of tool. So yeah, just doing some little scratches here and there, make it look like sort of bullets have whizzed off him, or even sort of shrapnel from explosions and all the rest of it. Yeah, I mean, I did stop myself because I was going to go absolutely nuts on this guy and make him look like, well, there wasn't much left. So I did have to refrain from doing too much. But yeah, little nicks here and there, mainly at the front of him, because obviously you'd kind of think most of his damage would be from the front because, well, I can't see this guy backing down and running out. So yeah, loads of sort of scratch marks and all the rest of it. And then wanted to do some bullet marks. So yeah, I just got my scalpel and sort of, well, carved in some holes. So doing the good old slap chop method. Primed him in black, good old colour forged black. But then I thought, well, I'm going to be painting him yellow, so why not prime him in a yellow? So this is the one I'm going to go for, the yellow look. So yeah, good old colour forged, do a whole range of different colours. And I do love their primers because, as you can see, yeah, their primers matte black, look gorgeous, and the yellow, yeah, matte yellow, looks gorgeous too. So I'm going to stick some transfers on him. Probably should have done this before I did the battle damage, to be honest. But then when I went through it, there's only actually a couple of transfers I put on. Again, when trying to film myself doing stuff, normally that would have come off on the paper. But because I fannied around too much, moving the camera about, it kind of came off on its own. Well, as you see, yeah, I put it here. It's a bit on the large size. So in a moment, I do actually move the larger one to his shoulder and then put a smaller one on his, well, on that part of the shoulder. But yeah, there's only a couple of actual transfers I use on this, even though the picture shows so many more different transfers. But obviously, I'm guessing you get them with different sets because, well, I hardly had any of the transfers that they showed. So with the colour-wise, yeah, keeping this guy real simple. Say the majority of him yellow, which is why it was so nice and easy to prime him in yellow, saves on painting. Obviously not slap chops though, so that's the big ooh-ah gasp for this video. But then again, there's no real reason to slap chop this. As you'll have seen from the thumbnail, yeah, I wanted to weather this dude something wrong. So I did paint also the rest of him. My phone died that I used to film myself, so that's why we've gone from me starting to paint the extra colours to, well, him now being sort of finished and, well, looking like this. As I love how he looks, but obviously now we want to distress him even more. So going to use some Nunn Oil Shade. Now normally I put these in a little holder, but since moving I can't find the holder, and I think I'm one of the few people on earth that has never spilled one of these Citadel pots. And to be honest, I almost prefer the Citadel pots to any other sort of paint kind of holders because there's no wastage. So rather than sort of pouring anything out into a palette or my little silicone thingy, yeah, I can just dip my brush straight in the pot and paint that way. So I do prefer these, and I say I do have a 3D printed Citadel pot holder, as yeah, I have never spilt one of these, he says, still touching wood. So yeah, so in this case, rather than risking it, I'm holding on to the pot. Yeah, whenever it comes to washes, guys, if ever you see my wash videos, I lather it on. No expense spared, I chuck it on full. And now this stuff, you'll have seen me use this stuff quite a bit. Dirty Down Rust. Absolutely love this. You can get it in smaller pots, but the amount I use, yeah, I've gone for the big one. So easy to use this stuff. I mean, this really is a game changer. If you paint anything that has rust on, yeah, I would highly recommend getting this and trying this. Obviously, do other techniques as well to get sort of the texture looking stuff. But this stuff, if you want a quick and easy rust, then this stuff is perfect. As you can see in the little lid there, it's going on neat. But then I dip my brush in some water just to sort of weaken some areas. Plus, when you get it wet, obviously it drips lovely. So you get some nice drip rust marks. But the other great thing this is obviously diluting it. So then you get some areas of this when it dries. It takes about half hour or more to dry. But when it dries, then you are going to get areas that are going to look, well, rustier than others. Again, it just adds to the sort of natural effect of having some areas looking really, really rusty and some not so much. And there we go. So I love it. This stuff, it dries perfectly. And yeah, it's so easy to do rust. It really is. So just make him, obviously, back to make him look like he is sort of, well, a metallic sort of thing. Yeah, a good old bit of dry brushing with silver just to catch just the edges here and there. And again, I love it when things are simple. And this is definitely a simple way of making a rust bucket, well, a metallic looking rust bucket. I'm sure you have to agree though, this is, say, for quick and ease, this is perfect. Again, you can spend hours doing other kind of techniques to get your rust. But yeah, I do like simple methods with decent results. Again, you can make this so much better by doing a lot more time. And I say, add in, well, sometimes I add a little grout to my rust just to give it sort of texture, which is another good thing to do. But for this video, yeah, short, sweet, but loved how he came out. And again, so this is a project I've been thinking about for absolute ages. But love how he looks. So the other thing I wanted to do is, obviously, because he is a rust bucket, I want to make it look like he's, well, been a rust bucket for like years and years and years. So that's why I'm going to add the grass effect to underneath him. But I'm also going to put some grass on him. As I say, I want it to look like this poor dude, he was in a battle hundreds of years ago. Now he's just in situ. He's been left there to kind of rot and waste away. And that's why the grass has started growing, yeah, all over him. But yeah, so say, love how this project's come out. So guys, don't forget, let me know if there is anything you want to see me do. Say most of the pile of shame I've got, or pile of opportunity, sorry, it's not shame because I love it. Yeah, let me know if there's anything you want to sort of see me do, anything you want to see me paint, or again, let me know if there's any other games. I mean, as much as I'm going through obviously my pile of opportunity, yeah, I do still like buying other stuff. Especially because you guys have been recommending quite a lot of good games, and I've been looking into them. And they do have some awesome looking miniatures. So yeah, my pile of opportunity, as much as I'm going to get through quite a bit of it, say this month of November when I'm doing a video every day, yeah, I want to buy more stuff. Just because, well, just because I am now, say, settled into my new studio, getting through lots of bits. So this is the only month I'm going to be doing this video every day. So if you're new to my channel, I don't normally do a video every day. It's normally one, maybe 2 videos a week, sometimes 3, but yeah, at least 1 video a week is what I typically do. But yeah, say November, I've been wanting to do a video every day for 30 days for quite some time, and this is the month I've kind of chosen to do it. So yeah, there is going to be a video every day. I'm looking at doing them or releasing them every day at 9 o'clock in the morning UK time. Just in case you do want to watch every single video I do, that's the time they are going to be released. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff so you don't miss out. But say 9 o'clock UK time, I should be here. So I've got these little tufts as well, which is pretty cool. So again, just to make it look like it is more kind of overgrown and natural. These do have sort of the double-sided sticky tape underneath. But yeah, they don't seem to stick too well. Again, I don't know if it's because I've had these in a drawer for quite some time. So yes, a lot of the stuff I'm using, I've kind of like brought, whoopsie, ages ago to do little projects with. But because I never quite got round to using them, yeah, some of them, yeah, so the stickiness, some of these things hasn't worked. But again, these little tufts, these are so cheap, but they just add extra realism. in such a simple, quick and easy way. So I don't typically do much with bases, because obviously any miniatures I use in games, I use clear bases. But it is fun every now and then to have a go messing about and doing, well, a proper base. Oh, I love how this guy's come out, because, well, this is exactly how I kind of envisaged this little project of a guy, well, a robot, sort of sitting there, sort of being used and just left to pasture, really. Let the grass grow on him. So yeah, love how he's turned out. So yeah, day 6 of day 30 complete. And yeah, another one of my pile of opportunities being turned from grey into something, well, something a bit nice that I can actually sit on my shelf. So guys, yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave comments, all that wonderful stuff. If I can reply, I will. At the moment, because I am obviously making videos every day, I can't always reply, but I do like to read what you put in, especially when you are, well, mentioning other box cassette games for me to buy. Another video on the screen, guys. Give that a click, see more of what I do. You guys take care. See you in the next one. Bye.